Hello and welcome back to the channel. As promised, we are going to start the next video series that we are going to concentrate on designing and developing a classic board game called Battleship. We are going to be doing this utilizing Unity 6. Therefore, we are going to also take into consideration some of the nice enhancements that Unity has introduced in the new editor. All right, so let's get started and let's get a background perspective of what this game is if you're not familiar with it. Some historical background here. So the game of Battleship is thought to have its origins in the French game called L'Attaque, played during World War One. Some people also have been saying that it has been played by the Russian officers before World War One. And the first commercial version of the game was Salvo, published in 1931 in the United States by the Starks Company. Other versions of the games were also printed throughout 1930s and 40s. So Battleship was one of the earliest games to be produced as a computer game, a version being released for the Z80 CompuColor in 1979, where you can observe to the right, and other editions of the game have been produced since. The game itself is played on a 4 grid, two for each player. The grids are typically square, usually at 10 by 10, identified by numbers and letters. On one grid, the player arranges ships and records the shots by the opponent. And on the other one, the player records his or her own shots. Before the play begins, each player secretly arranges their ships on the primary grid. Each ship occupies a number of consecutive squares on the grid, arranged either horizontally or vertically. The number of squares that are occupied by each ship is determined by the type of the ship, and the ships, of course, cannot overlap. So here we have the Battleship game structure as a conceptual diagram. So we would have the game as the core centerpiece. Then we have the gameplay. Then we have some sort of a grid system that we need to implement. And then, of course, we would have some sort of a UI layer, which will allow the player to place their objects and be able to do the selection of the opponent's grid attack position. So going forward, after the ships have been positioned, the game proceeds in a series of rounds. In each round, each player takes a turn to announce the target square in the opponent's grid, which is to be a shot at. And the player who successfully locates all of their opponent's ships first by hitting each square they occupy are the winner. Here's a Battleship game sequence. So we have a player selects a square on the opponent's grid to target. So they would announce the target square. The opponent indicates whether the target square is a hit or a miss. So the opponent will respond by either saying if there was a hit or a miss. And then the attacker would mark their primary grid. So the attacker would mark their primary grid with a red peg for a hit or a white peg for a miss. And then continuing on the mark tracking grid, on the secondary grid, the attacking player updates their tracking grid with a red peg or a hit or a white peg for a miss as well. The opponent does the same to kind of keep track of the state of the game, basically. So this is something that we are going to implement as well throughout the series of the videos. So let's take a look at the game plan for implementation. The first thing we should concentrate on is creating the board itself on which we are going to play the game and place the pieces. So representing the board digitally in the computer memory is going to be ours. Pretty simple and straightforward since the game rules and mechanics are pretty straightforward for Battleship. And there are going to be two primary items that we want to concentrate on. One of them is how to represent the board visually. And later on, we need to keep track of the board data. So taking a look to see how we are going to represent our board visually, we need to have some sort of a data structure. In this case, a two-dimensional array will work just fine. representing an n by n grid. In our case, the n by n is going to be a 10 by 10 grid base. Afterwards, what we are going to do is determine how we are going to represent each one of those board units visually. And we'll start by incorporating some basic primitive geometry that's available actually within Unity to visualize these board units. And then eventually we have to write some C# code to start auto-generating the boards and doing some accounting. So here's another diagram to represent the Battleship game implementation sequence. So we are going to concentrate on creating the game board and representing the board visually for the next episode. And then eventually we'll have to start tracking the board data, determining some sort of a UI layout where the player would be able to interact with the board by first initially placing the board pieces onto the board. And then once the game starts, by selecting which grid, which location on the opponent's grid we want to target and attack. And then, of course, we have to represent all of the board units properly back to the user. So see you in the next episode where we will start the implementation. And thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to like and subscribe. The next episode will start generating the actual boards. Have a good one. Talk to you guys soon.